Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dakota from DentalPro. I am back from vacation and I am in my second quarter of dental school now. So let's talk about some of the things that are going on right now. I just want to make a really quick video just to give you an idea of where things are at in terms of school, how I feel things are going, and I wanted to answer a couple of your questions really quick. I was looking at the comments here just to see what kind of questions you guys had. So first of all, let's talk about first quarter and kind of what my feel of first quarter was. I really felt like my first quarter of dental school was kind of like a honeymoon period. You know, we were just kind of getting into something new, and it was exciting, and it was a lot of hard work, but at the same time, it was just, you know, it was new and exciting. Now that I'm actually in my second quarter and I have had some time to have a little bit of a break, it feels like it's just, since it's not a new thing, the novelty of dental school has kind of gone away now. And it's been really hard for me to get motivated this past couple of days. Now, it is Thursday, so I'm starting this video a little bit later than I usually do, but that's kind of just where things are at. The difficulty of school, I think, is probably about the same. I will say that I'm taking 2 credits less than what I took last quarter. So last quarter we had 20 credits that we were taking, and that was in 10 weeks. This quarter we're taking 18 credits, and it's still in a 10-week period. But I think also one of the reasons why dental school has been kind of tough right now is because Christmas is right around the corner. It is November 30th, and so we really only have like this week and then 2 more weeks until our next break. And so it's been kind of hard to like get out of the mode of, you know, we're on vacation, now we're back in school, but then we're going to be back on vacation here in a little bit. So that's kind of been a little bit tricky. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can pull up some of these questions that you guys have been asking recently in some of the other videos. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of digging here. It looks like this comment was from 3 weeks ago, but this is from Noel Carrillo. I hope I'm saying your name right. So basically, you notice that I'm left-handed, and yeah, I'm left-handed. And pretty much in dentistry, if you didn't already know this might be kind of eye-opening to some people, but dentistry is very much set up for right-handers. Everything that you do in dentistry relates to your hands and your hand skills. And so when it comes to instruments and the way that the chair is set up and the way that things are taught, it's pretty much almost always going to be set up for a right-handed person. And so how does that actually affect learning dentistry? So in my experience, I've only been through 1 quarter so far, and I'll have some more feedback for you later as I kind of keep going through school. But for right now, I can just say that it's really not that big of a deal. I thought it was going to be really bad, but it's really not. The professors, they'll teach you how to do the preps, and they'll show you, you know, what's most important on how to do the angles, and they'll show you the materials, and they'll show you the techniques and that kind of thing. And basically you do the same thing, but just do it with your left hand, and you do it on the other side of the chair. So it's really not too bad. You do have to kind of teach yourself a little bit here and there because it's a little bit different. You kind of have to mirror what the professor is doing, but you get the hang of it, and it's really okay. You can definitely do it. So yeah, as far as being left-handed, having that be an issue in dental school, I really don't think that it really is. You just kind of have to get your own feel for how you learn things, and it's not that bad. One of the things that I have noticed, however, is when it comes to having professors grading your stuff, it's a little bit tricky for them and not necessarily for you, because they will sit down in your chair and they're trying to figure out where all of your instruments are, and having them like try to like, you know, get a feel of how you have your operatory set up, you know, operatory, right? Because we're still in the sim clinic. It's a little tricky for them, but not necessarily for you. Once you get a routine, you kind of get a hang of what you're doing, you know. Another question that I get asked quite a bit is, how is it managing a baby and a family with my schedule in dental school? That's a really good question. To be honest, it's really not as bad as people think. My secret to making it all work is I have a powerhouse wife. She's just on top of stuff. That's from a dad's perspective. Now, if you are a woman and you are planning on going into dental school and you want to have kids while in dental school, I don't really have the experience, nor will I ever have the experience to tell you how that's going to go. But I can say that it will be incredibly hard, because even though my wife is a powerhouse and she is just super good at doing school and taking care of a baby. By the way, she is doing her master's. She has one more semester left and then she's done. You know, it's hard for her. And so I do the best that I can. At the end of the day, I just try to shut down all of the school stuff at the end of the day, and I'll just focus on family. And that kind of helps her. But when it comes to being a female dental student and having a family, yeah, that's got to be really, really hard. I can only imagine. But from my perspective, it's really not that bad. It's doable. For those of you that are male pre-dental students that are planning on going to dental school and having a family, just make sure you have the right woman, and she'll take care of you, and you make sure to take care of her when you're done with school for the day. And then one more question that I wanted to answer just recently, Not Important posted this. He or she said, "How did you get a job at a dental office?" So that's always been a concern of his or hers. I don't know. That's always been a concern. And working in an actual dental environment with no experience. For me, I can honestly say that I felt like I got really lucky, but the way that I managed to kind of transition myself from just shadowing to actually working as a dental assistant through my undergrad was my interprofessional skills. By saying that, what I mean is I did everything that I could to be as pleasant as I could and to be as open to doing things as possible and learning things on my own time, so that way when I was actually in the dental office, I could actually help out. And honestly, it took a lot of sacrifice. I don't feel like I made a ton of money as a dental assistant, but that wasn't important. The really important thing about working in any dental related facility in your undergrad is that you get that experience, because that's eventually going to transition over to your ability to get into dental school. So yeah, if I have any advice to give you guys as far as finding offices or networking so that way you can actually get into a dental office while you're in your undergrad, is to not worry about the money. You're gonna have to budget what you need to budget so that way you can survive on your student loans when you're going through your undergrad. And it's nice to have a little bit of money, but don't worry about the money. The money is going to come later in life, and you just have to be okay with that. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys out. I'm going to have some other things coming up here pretty soon once I get a little bit more involved with this semester or this quarter. Like I said, it's still pretty new, and I don't quite know exactly the feel of how this quarter is going to go, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. We'll see you in the next video. Keep living the dream.